Hello, I'm Justice, and I am talking while driving in New Hampshire to you. And yeah, just heading back from my dad's place up in Concord, and I figured I'd stop in Manchester to get some gas and look around kind of nostalgically at my old hometown. Yeah, I guess that is kind of what this video about loss is about. What this video is about. Anyway, yeah, it's about our practice place and Manchester, kind of as a home. So, for those of you who don't know, I grew up in Manchester. I went to middle school and high school here, so kind of grew up. But lived here for many years. Would come back to visit all the time after, because Dad lived here, and yeah, we had a practice place here in the mill buildings, Morgan Storage, room 311, for many years. I think 11, maybe more than 11. But yeah, when we started as a band, we were just, we practiced in Dad's living room a few times. We've practiced in basements, and then for a while in a garage, and then the person whose garage it was, we were kind of parting ways with them. So we eventually had to get a place that was our own, and that was our practice place in the mills. And this was when I was in college, so I was living fairly nomadically. Like I would live in a dorm, but then for weekends and holidays, I would come back to Manchester because this is where my family and my girlfriend at the time lived. But I didn't have any space that was really my own because we had moved out of the home I lived in, yeah, and then we got the practice place, and that was a spot that was like mine. I helped pay for it, and it was ours as the band. But yeah, it was something that I felt good about. Like, okay, I can define what this is, and this is like a place that can be my base, kind of, and make stuff feel like a home. Sorry, I had to honk on video. The guy in front of me wasn't coming. I'm sorry you had to hear that. But anyway, yeah. So that was like the first place that was really mine as a grown up. Or as much as a stupid 19-year-old can be a grown up, but yeah. And then we hung on to it for over a decade, more than a third of my life, because we needed a practice place, and I needed a place to store my stuff, and so did Dad. So even when Zane moved to LA, we kept it for a while. And yeah, between that and like Dad living in Manchester, and Rachel lived in Manchester for a while, Manchester felt like home long after I moved out of Manchester. Like, even when I had my own apartment in Boston, Manchester is still home. And giving up the practice place, because one, it was too expensive to keep. Two, it Dad lives in Concord now, so it doesn't make sense if he lives there, and I live in Boston. For us to have a practice place in Manchester, that's not near either of us really. So yeah, it was the move that made sense, definitely. But moves are always difficult. It's a big change, and with it there comes a loss of a place that you have a lot of memories tied up in, and yeah, I spent a lot of time there. We recorded at least 2 full albums and a bunch of Christmas songs there. We did countless practices. That was always where we loaded out from to go to shows, and we would do this thing where we would, Indiana Jones our way out. There's an automatic garage door type door that once you load the stuff into the van, you can either go around to the front, or you can press the button on the door and then slide your way under. So we always did that. It was good luck for shows, and we did get to do that when we were moving out finally. I don't know if I said in this video, but we were room 311, which was always fun because you gotta come original. Yeah, so it's definitely a loss, but with it comes a bit of a loss of sense of hominess in Manchester, but also an opportunity to make a new sense of hominess in Concord, and find the things in Manchester that really matter to me, because there's still people there. There's still one of my very favorite art galleries and show spaces on earth is right in downtown Manchester. Jupiter Hall, look them up. Yeah, so I figured I would do this one's not as difficult as the therapy one. Hopefully not as long of a video, but I figured I'd do an easier one after that one, because that one was heavy, and there are other heavy ones coming down the line. But yeah, for now, this is what I wanted to talk about, because it was a space that was important to me, and a change that definitely felt weird. But here we are. Life keeps on keeping on. We had band practice while I was up in Concord in the new place, and it was great. And we got started on our Halloween stuff, which is very exciting. And yeah, I got some art stuff coming up. I have a craft fair and books in New Hampshire that I'm excited about. More things I'm working on. Finally wrapping up the Kickstarter. Patreon's still going strong. If you want to sign up for that, if you haven't already, I'm about to send out the next round of rewards, which is I'm really excited about these ones. So yeah, until next time, that's the thing in my life. Be good, take care of yourselves and each other, wear a mask, please, protect other people, and don't eat a toothpick. It's not good for you. Later.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Whoa! I gotta do the Indiana Jones, and there it is.